In this video, I'm going to teach you how to enable the user to be the one to enter the values for the arithmetic operations we are going to be completing. The code is going to ask the user to enter the values they want to add, the values they want to subtract, before it can do the addition and subtraction. So to do that, let's go to create a new file. Save it so that it can be compiled at the same time. Let's name it arithmetic, and save it. And we save it. So let's go. You know how to start your code already. You start a hash include stdio dot h, go to the main function, int main, that's the main function. Okay, so now let's do the magic. So we are going to be the one to ask the user to enter the values. So let's go. You know, I normally usually write printf. This enter the numbers you want to add, the numbers you want to add. Okay, make sure you end with a semicolon. Please don't forget that. Okay, enter the numbers you want to add. So to collect these values that the user is going to enter, we need to use scanf. So use scanf. So to collect the values, since the user is going to enter integers, we are going to say %t and %t, because the user is going to enter two values. So we take %t, that means the first value and the second value. Since this user is going to enter two values, so let's declare it here as integers, int a, b. B. So since the user is going to enter two values, so we are going to collect the integers using %t and save it, and we save it in a, comma. First value is going to be saved in a, and the second value will be saved in b. The first value is going to be saved in a, and the second value saved in b. That's what we are saying. The first value of this %t will be saved in the variable a, and the second value that the user is going to enter will be stored in b. So when the values are going to be entered, we need a different variable that's going to hold the answers. That is c. Let's name it c. So if we name it c, we will have to declare c here. So comma c, we have add c because c is also an integer. So c will take the value of a plus b. Simple. C is going to take the value of a plus b. So now we want to print out the answer. Now we want to print out the final answer. So we go to printf. Okay, we go to printf. So the sum of %t, we are printing out integers. I already mentioned in the last video that we print out integers using %t. So the sum of %t and percent z is equal to percent z. Yeah, I know it looks skeptical, but let me explain. The first percent z is going to display the number, the first a the user entered, the first number the user entered. The second percent z is going to display b, the value we stored in b, and then the last percent z, which is the answer, is going to display c, which is the answer. So for it to happen that way, we need to tell the compiler that, comma, we need to tell the compiler the first percent z is for a, the second percent z is for b, and the third percent z is for c. Simple. So this is it. The first percent z is for a, the second percent z is for b, and the third percent z is for c. So as you have named it here like this, you have to be careful. Don't misplace this. If you mischange this, that means the answer is going to be maybe in a different place. The answer will going to be maybe in a different position where it's not supposed to be. If you check this c and put it here, that means the answer will be the sum of, you instead give the answer and this before it gives this. So make sure you are very careful, because the compiler C is very sensitive. The compiler is very sensitive. So that's it. Right, we can 10-0 if you want normally, and then you build your code. Okay, when you are done, it's simple. Your code. When you are done, you build your code. Make sure you build your code. Make sure you check everything if it's okay. Check everything if it's okay. You have your int main. Please enter the numbers you want to add, or you can say enter two numbers. Let's say two numbers you want to add. Enter two numbers you want to add, because we are working with two numbers. It's a printf. We take the sum of the first number and the second number is going to be the answer, which is c, and then we say a, b, and c. So let's build a code and run. Let's build a code and run. You see, let's say enter the first number. This is here. Enter, please enter two numbers you want to add. Let's enter 23. Enter, we enter 43. Okay, is it the sum of 23 and 43 is equals to 66. So the addition is already done. So it's simple. The sum of 23 and 43 is equal to 66. So that is your answer. Now it's still simple. It's for the same thing. So if you want to do with three numbers, if you want if you want to add three numbers, it's the same thing. You can just come here and add another percent z, and add another percent z here, and maybe declare a different variable that's going to store a feed number. You can say and maybe z, okay, and z. So here you can come here and initialize the variable and declare the variable z, so that the compiler should not be confused. So here we are going to take how many? Three numbers, and we say and percent z and percent z. So here let's take the value this, and we take z here, comma, yeah, this is it. Take z here, this is it. So you take the third value z, that the sum of plus this plus z. So c is going to take the value of a plus b plus d, and then it's going to store the value in c, and then we are printing what as the answer, c as the answer. So we are going to build it. This is okay. You know, run, enter the first value, you enter 12, enter the second value, you enter the one, anything you want, enter the third value, you enter anything. So this is the sum of 12, 1234 and 345 is equals to 1591. So that's a simple way of how to write a code to add numbers. So it's the same thing with subtraction. Subtraction. If you want to subtract, you know the values you want to subtract. First of all, printf declare the tell the user to enter the values they want to subtract what from what. So the first value should be, you make sure that you arrange it so that the values should be in a way, just arrange the operation so that the value should be in the way you want it to be, and then you are going to do what? You are going to print out the answer this way, and everything is going to be the same. It's going to work out for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. For anything, just use your normal arithmetic knowledge or mathematics knowledge to do, to bring out the formula and where the answer will be stored, and I'm sure it's going to give you the correct answer. So if you have any problems, feel free to drop your comment, and also feel to subscribe, like, share,